The concept of alternate realities and parallel universes has been explored in a number of movies. It can be a tough subject, though, to put on the screen, as writers have to balance making the film suspenseful and keeping the audience engaged. It feels like alternate reality or time travel films tend to work best, oddly, in the comedy genre. For example, a terrific film that came out in recent years was Palm Springs, a romantic comedy about a man and a woman stuck reliving the same day. Years earlier, we saw the comedy Groundhog Day and also the film The Family Man with Nicolas Cage. Alternate realities, it's a tough subject to make well. However, the 2013 film Coherence does a great job exploring this. Coherence does a terrific job creating a suspenseful, mysterious film with very little. Most of the movie occurs in just one room. While the acting is pretty good, the story and writing is what makes this film great. The film centers around 8 friends having a dinner party. As a comet flies nearby, though, strange events start happening. Initially, the power goes out and we see several of their phones crack. The group isn't sure what to do, and they go outside and see a house lit up down the street. For some reason, they seem perplexed how this house has power. Regardless, 2 of the group go to check it out and are surprised to see the group's doubles. We eventually learn that the comet has created separate, parallel universes as it is passing by, and once it finishes passing, only one reality will emerge victorious. I'm not sure how the group was able to deduce this insanely complex physics theory, since none of them have scientific backgrounds. As the movie progresses, we see the alternates in the multiple realities the group begins to enter. Some people leave, and their duplicates enter the original house. To oversimplify what happens next, the original Emily goes and visits several different realities, and then finds one where the group are all inside, with power, enjoying the dinner party they were supposed to have. She decides to take out her other self. She breaks her car window and drags her other self and puts her in the trunk of the car. She soon goes in and joins the group. The next day she wakes up and begins talking with her boyfriend. He then gets a call from the other Emily, and Emily gives him a deceitful look. The film concludes with 2 Emilys, and assumingly one will have to take out the other. It's open to interpretation what happens next. The movie is truly unique with an engaging storyline, and there's really few science fiction films that have produced a script this good. It almost gets too tough to keep track of at times, and I had to watch it a few times to really understand it. Who is from what dimension, and how things tie together. And that might be one of the big flaws in the film. It's definitely a movie you need to pay attention to. The details matter, and while I think the ending is probably clear enough for most to understand, it's probably tough for most to follow and keep track of which character is from which dimension at what time. It's definitely not a film to turn your brain off to, like you can in many action and comedy movies. That said, I thought this film is worth a watch, and I'd give it a B+, based on how much it does with so little.